Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Nice to see you all this morning for Modern Hatha. Got those props. I've got bricks, a strap, and a blanket. And today they become pretty integral, I think, to our practice. So hopefully you've got something at this point that you're lined up of what you know you'd like to have and can use. All right, we're gonna start seated with Nadi Shodhana. We're gonna do about 6 rounds leading with hand. And then the next 3 rounds, no hand. Okay, watching it through for a total of 9 rounds. So living in that magical number 9. Okay. So close the eyes, let the seat be comfortable, prop it up, arrange the legs in whatever fashion serves you. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Just feeling the shoulders soften down the back. Begin to root into your seat. Feeling not only its foundation, but that rebound of energy lifting you back up. Okay. Using the right hand, the thumb for the right nostril, the ring and pinky together for the left. Let's empty the lungs to begin exhaling completely. Sealing off the left, inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4. Close the right, exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Close, exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Close, exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Close, exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. No hands. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Last round. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Close both and hold. And then release the grab. Let your breath find its natural rhythm. Sit in the space. Just sitting with what is as it presents itself. Those twinges in the body, the sparks of the mind. And try to sit with rather than change, rather than negotiate or converse with. Shift your gaze up towards third eye center, space and above between the brow, and rest there. As we have this comfortable seat, this watchful eye, move into the space upon which you gaze. Notice its color. Notice its shapes, its hues, its pictures. Trying to be the watcher of the mind's eye, not its storyteller. When feeling complete, hands to prayer. Bow the head. And thank yourself for coming to practice. And plant your seed of intent, that personal mantra or goal that you carry, tying to your practice as you come here to nurture it. When complete, extend the arms and open the eyes. Exhale, release the hands. Awesome. Let's come onto our backs here to begin. Flip on over. And have your block nearby. Have your strap nearby. And lower on down. Knees bent to start. Feet up on the floor, neutral curve present. Looking at my knees, they're tracking with the hips. Hopefully the toes are finding that same direction. And we're going to begin just some pelvic rocking here. Inhale, arching the spine. Exhale, little tuck under. Try not to use the feet. Inhale. And exhale. Next time you arch, hold the arch. Be here, hold it. Pull your heels towards your bum. Activate the back side of the thighs. Do you feel those hamstrings engage? And then exhale, hollow it. Just enough that you can maintain. Maybe you need to lift and tuck that tail under a little bit. And hollow it. Now try to get out of the feet
and draw down. Ribs knit in and down. Navel draws back and down. Hip bones pull up. And then release to neutral. Take the right arm overhead and reach the left hand away from you. Both palms face the body. Inhale, switch it out. And exhale. Inhale, switch it out. And exhale. Really reach through the fingers, and the arms are strong. So if you came and tried to stop or knock me, I'd fight you. Nothing damaging, but right? No wet noodles in the arms, right? Nice and strong. And then let's turn the palms up and wash it from side to side. Palms going up. And up. And up. And again, 2. And 1 more. Nice. Now 2 hands overhead and 2 fingers to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Imagine I've got one of those stretchy bands and the hands are grabbing it. So when you open, pull, 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 elbows down, and then reach across, give yourself a hug. And then pull, 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 elbows down, and then reach yourself across, give a hug. Right? Pull, 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 and then reach across. And again. And reach across. 1 more. Out. And then reach across and leave it there. Maybe coming around to the shoulder blades. Now walk those feet out, and we're gonna windshield wiper the legs. Inhale as they go up, exhale as they go over. Again, inhale as they go up, exhale as they go over. Nice, leave them over to the left side. Extend that left arm out, and then reach that right arm all the way across, fingers slide down. And then inhale, pull that bow right across the chest, keep that right knee down, and then open up. Nice, now let's take the legs up, drop the legs to the right, take left arm up and over, left arm's gonna reach way beyond the right hand, letting that left knee collapse towards the earth, try to keep it there, and then inhale, pull that bow right across, and we'll go again. Knees over to the left, right arm comes up and over, sliding across. And then inhale, so you can keep the knee there, opening back up. Let's go same thing, other side. Widening out the feet, maybe they're even wider than your mat. And then pulling back across. Awesome. Back to center, and then pull the knees in, so your happy baby, no grab. Happy baby, no grab comes into a rocking happy baby, no grab. Side to side. Working knees in towards armpits, heels towards the sky. Awesome. And then extend the legs wide. Widen them out, widen them out. Keep them wide. Come all the way down so that the left foot, baby toe side of the left foot touches. And then bring the right leg over. Awesome. Keep the left foot down as long as you can, taking the right leg up, up, up. And then there's like that point where you're like, it's gotta go. Okay, and then lift it up and you're coming all the way over to the opposite side. Running out of room here. And then once the foot comes down, then the left foot comes over to meet. Keep that baby toe side of the right foot pressing down, pressing down, pressing down as you push the left leg out. And then you just can't go any farther. Keep the legs pressing into straddle. Left foot comes down, and then the right comes with and tries to reach in line so the feet are even, okay? And then left foot keeps pushing down, right foot opens wide, keep pressing, pressing, pressing until you can't anymore, and then it comes on over, and then close it out. Trying to get that left foot equal with the right. Let's go 1 more round each side, really pressing that right foot down, straddle it out, and then come on over. Awesome. Taking it out, straddle, straddle, straddle. All right, turning on, getting an active stretch in the inners, but really we're working those outers. Awesome. And then let's take both legs up, okay? And both legs over. And if you'd prefer to do this bent knee, go bent knee. If the load is too much, then the knees bend, the lever is not so long. Coming up, and then taking both legs over to the right. Again, if the left shoulder lifts, let it, and then press, press, press. Come on up. Other side. Again, up, up, up. Feet are looking like they're standing in Tadasana the whole time, so flexing through, trying to keep them aligned as much as possible. You'll notice when you come to the twist, you really need to push that top hip over to keep the feet aligned. and over. And then however fast you're going, try to slow it down. We're going our last round and we're working control. So you can feel how heavy those legs get. Try to hit the brakes as they come down, right? And then come and up, nice, smooth and steady, and up and over. And then up to the top, holding. Nice, chin to the chest, fingers reaching towards the heels. Let's lower that right leg only. What makes sense to you, pressing through, working a bit of a scoop. Okay, you're gonna take those legs in little helicopters coming around, other leg in front on top. So right coming out, anchor point here, reaching up, hands coming around, supporting head in the sling. And then again, up and around. One more time, up and around. Next time you go up and around, cross it and wrap the legs. Okay. Set the feet down. Legs are wrapped as one. We're gonna see about lifting up into a bridge, wrapped leg bridge. So arms are by your sides, left leg over the right, press it up. Come up onto the toes, keep pushing up. I like the adjustment of coming up onto my toes for a moment on the ground to lift the hips higher and then trying to maintain that as the heel maybe comes back down. And then exhale, lower through. Nice, knees into the chest, inhale, reach here. Grab a hold maybe of the back of the leg and pull them in if you prefer. You can reach all over the top of both of them or hold it here. And then we're gonna see if we can grab big toes to the out. So Gomukhasana on the back. So from the legs going narrow, now we're taking the feet out. You can go big toe, sides of the feet, ankles, whatever works. You can also use, I know you got that block, so if you prefer, head on the block, right? A little more accessible. It's not a cheat. Not a cheat when you support your neck, so no worries. 2 more breaths. And then undo, okay? Undo, open up, and then cross opposite leg, right? So I got the left over the right, tucking in, and then set the feet down. Now the only thing, you're coming to a bridge, so if you had that brick under the head, remove it. You don't want anything under your head in your bridge. Arms by your sides, press it up. And then again, do you like coming up onto the toes? Does that help the hips, everything get higher? And then can you maintain that when the heel comes back down? Trying to squeeze those thighs together nice and tight. If it's within you to wrap your ankle, top of the foot around the bottom ankle and leg, go for it. Eagle, I can do it, but bridge gets pretty tricky. One more breath here, nice and tall. And then exhale, hollow and lower down. All right. Working again, navel anchor point, picking up the feet. We're tucked in to start here. Still trying to squeeze feet towards each other. Again, do you want to hover hold here? Or did you like coming into the block? Okay, let's see if we can take another breath here. And then now take the feet, open them to the side. See if you can grab, I don't know, baby toe side, big toes, whatever you got, and you're opening them up. Should not be any strain onto your ankles, so make sure your grab is not affecting that. I'm gonna say about 3 more breaths. Check to make sure the shoulders aren't interfering in neck or jaw tension. And then release all the way out, feet down, lift the head, remove the block. Neutral bridge coming up, block underneath the tailbone. So nice and low, whichever height serves, we're gonna take the legs and lengthen them out. So we've done a lot working inners and outers. Let's take some care to open up the front. No impingement in the lower back, so the placement of the block is low enough to make sure that that's not occurring. And I can always, option out for one bent leg at a time. I can take my block and lower it down or change it out with a blanket. You may find you don't even need that much lift, or if you're here and you're hanging and you're like, oh, it's getting good, I think I want more, and go ahead and turn up that block. And really trying to target the psoas muscle group and top of the thighs. And coming up, maybe feeling it in through the lower belly. Working to elevate the pelvis. We'll be here a good another 30 seconds or so. This is definitely one of those longer holds. So we usually save it more towards the end of practice, but we're gonna be working, so nice time to bring it in now. At least I thought so. Sitting with the breath, moving attention inward. Last 10 or so seconds. Wonderful. Let's bend the knees. Make sure those arms are there to anchor, help you support. Lifting up, remove your block. Hold your bridge. Hold your bridge and put your block out of the way. Nice big breath in, and the exhale will lower you down. Awesome. All right, hands to the knees, stir the knees wide and then bring them back together. Stir them wide and bring them back together. Again, stir them wide and bring them back together. Spine is neutral. Spine is just neutral on the mat. Let's go the other direction. So if you're feeling a big rock and arch and hollow, try to neutralize, just tightening through the core. So there isn't a big rock of pelvis like we did early on. Awesome. And then extend the legs all the way out onto the mat. Push through the heels. Reach long and overhead. And then we're going to take a side bend recline. So we're going to come into Bananasana, the banana pose. So here we go. Take the upper body and angle it over to the right. Keep the arms in line with the head. So it's just like you're standing. Take the feet over to the right. So here we get this nice check-in, right? We're always thinking like, are we aligned up against a wall and those pieces of glass and all that? The mat is your feedback. So are your heels hitting evenly? Are your hip bones both hitting? Are your shoulders hitting? Are the arms hitting, the head hitting? Like everything's following. There's no twist, just the bend. Okay, and then come on back to the center and go over to the left with the upper body. Angle it out and then take the feet. And we've got a few breaths here. Good. Working balance in the hips, balance in the head, noses to the sky, not rolling off to the side. Straight on up, arms by the ears, both shoulders on the mat. And then come on back to the center. Awesome. Bring the arms by your sides, press up to bridge. Holding here. And then exhale, hollow and lower down. Okay, we're going to do one more of those side bends. We're going to explore depth. So we're going to approach it a little differently. So instead of moving both those legs at the same time, we're going to take one leg and then we're going to see how far the other leg can come to join. So if I give you more of a straight view, okay, so from your shape, you're going to go ahead and start by taking your right leg as far to the right as you can and the upper body going with it. Okay, and then now bring the left leg as far as you can to join it. You feel the difference? That left leg's just coming as far as you can. Left leg's got to work a little bit more. The hips have to work a little bit more. That left keeps pulling over. Still keeping that pelvis neutral and pushing long through the left heel. Two more rounds of breath. Really breathing long through that left side. And then bringing yourself back to neutral. Okay, from here, centered out. You're gonna take the left leg as far out to the left as you can. Okay, so there's that straddle sensation we were working. And then you're gonna take the upper body, begin to angle it over to the left as well, just like you did on the first round. And then the right foot's coming as far over as it can. Pushing that right heel both away from you and down. Use that as feedback. Use that as alignment, support, completeness of the pose. So I'm not just crunching into the left side of my body. It's this right side that's working long, and the left side, that angle over, was just facilitating more depth. And here we are for a couple more breaths. That right leg has tone in it. It has that magnetized contact and foundation to the mat. And then release back through. Be here for a moment. And then bring the arms back by your sides, bend your knees, lift to bridge. And then exhale. Lower down. Awesome. Okay, that strap, let's go ahead and grab the strap here. And we're gonna go ahead and hook the right heel in the strap. Two hands come on the outside. Right, so heel is hooked, right hand has it. My right shoulder is off the ground. I'm grabbing up as high as I can because it's kind of nice to get this extra length in the wrist, the elbow, and even the shoulder. Now my shoulder has a little bit of gravity to draw it down, and that's helping really to anchor my heel down into the hip. Okay. Right hip is nice and even with the left. It didn't creep up. I might need to adjust that. That would be then the right hand pressing the away, right? And I can hold it with the left. So if you feel like that right side starts to creep up, like we just felt in the side bend, the right hand, thumb in the hip crease or nice high to the thigh, and the right thigh pushes the leg away, right? As the left then holds it, but still, I've still got this nice stretch happening for the left. All right, anchor through the left, rotate that right out to the right, come down on your elbow now whenever you'd like. I also like an alternative grab that I think is kind of fun, is taking, if this may work for you or not, taking then the strap, lengthening it out, and beginning to take it overhead into the left hand. And then the right hand can help, and both arms extend out. You may not get the same amount of depth of dropping the leg out, but I think it's a nice different way to get it. It keeps the length in the left side of the body and just kind of changes up the perspective. Okay, inhale, bring it back up. We're gonna cross the body here, keep the hip down. And we worked this already from a couple of ways, right? We did the leg wrap, we did the rock of the straddle, and then we just did those side bends, reaching through the side body. So you may find that foot goes surprisingly further over to the left. Again, I can use my right hand, keeping the thigh away and crossing over with the left. Two more breaths. Keep reaching your right sitting bone down and away from you. Awesome. Cross it all the way over to the twist, right? And then here, let that left arm creep shoulder away, coming to the strap, or maybe you find the foot, and that right arm reaches out. The right hand could go ahead and feel both hips are equal as if the wall is behind you. The foot on the ground has turned, so the baby toe side of that left foot is what's hitting the mat. And again, this top hip is trying to stay right stacked on the bottom, not rolling in towards me, but working that nice alignment. So right side of the waist is long, left side of the waist is long. Last 2 breaths here. Good. Bringing it back up. And releasing. Neutralize the hips out with a lifted bridge just to realign, and then we'll find that over on the left. Strap around the left heel, held simply by the right hand, or the left hand, excuse me. Unless you do like the right hand to hold, draw the hip away, lengthen through the left leg. So if this helps to stabilize that hip where you want it, go for it. Right, trying to connect heel down into the hip down into the earth. All right, maybe right hand here is going to rest on the right hip so that when you open the left out, not interfering, again, coming down onto the left elbow, or if you like to play with lengthening it out and then taking it overhead. And they can support that way too. All right, we're going to come on up, bringing it up, hips staying down, switching hands here as we cross over. Again, left hand can be nice and helpful, keeping that left hip to the earth and away. A little depression there. Couple more breaths. As always, that reminder, do not rest in hip impingement. If you're feeling that pinching in the groin, come out of it. That's not something you want to ever rest in. It's not a place that needs a stretch. It's usually a matter of stuff running into stuff. And we need to acknowledge that and move out of that area. It's not great. So if so, just come out of the depth, bend the knee, take the leg away from you. There's a variety of ways that you can get out of that constricted feeling, okay? All right, coming into the twist, crossing over, coming to the outside of the right hip. And again, that right shoulder is reaching towards the right side to then lengthen back with the left. If you happen to have a wall like I do, feels awesome to put your foot into the wall. So again, that's not a cheat, that's giving you feedback up the chain, and you can probably use that to push the hip away. All right, just like you're using the strap, the wall becomes your strap. And then my hand is free, I don't even have to do the work, I get the wall to use. A little bit of life and tone to that right bottom leg. Again, you're the pinky side down, you've got that little bit of magnetized engagement into the mat. Awesome. All right, should we come on out, lifting it up and releasing your way, neutralize the hips and set them down. Take the feet wide and lock the knees in together. And then open the elbows out, cactus, walk the feet together and rest into a butterfly. Like that support, go ahead and place the blocks underneath, left and right. We won't be here too long. This again, this place to neutralize after the twisting. And And then we're gonna come up for some seated work. 2 more breaths. Bringing the knees together, tucking them in, getting some momentum. Rock a few times on the spine. Kick the legs as much as you'd like, or as little as you want. 2. And last one. Up, rock it over, hands and knees. Let's cat-cow the spine here. Inhale, arching. Exhale, press and round. Drop the head, let it hang. Nod it yes, shake it no. Inhale, neutral, sit back, child's pose. Child's pose with maybe elevated arms. We're gonna get into some shoulder work here. So we could start that by just giving them a little extra lift, right? Coming onto the blocks, extending out. Again, I like to curl my fingertips over the edges of the blocks on this to get a little more stretch again through the wrists and the elbows as well. I like the way it tractions out a little bit more, that little hook. But you may be super happy, palms down. Awesome. And then go ahead and curl yourself up. Okay, let's grab the strap again. We're going around the world, opening up chest and mobility through the shoulders. So I'd like to do this one today up on the knees. So we're gonna come up onto the knees. If you want that extra padding, grab your blanket, pad it out, okay? Legs behind, take care on this to really set up the lower half. This is a great opportunity. We work to strengthen all this stuff in the last 40 minutes. So we're gonna work those outer hips hugging in, the hip bones picking up, the glutes slightly engaged, and that real nice stability from the earth. Press the shins, the tops of the feet and the ankles down, and feel how that really enlivens the quads. Here we go. Create all the space you need. Don't lock yourself out. We're going up and over. And then up and over. Just one more like this, up and over, just kind of sussing out where your point may be, okay? And then release. And then here, you're gonna go ahead and go smaller, okay? So wherever you are, you're gonna go smaller. You're not going overhead, again, not going overhead. We're coming up for a hold here, up. Okay, so not going overhead. You're gonna hold, you're gonna pull them out of, pull the strap apart, broaden the shoulder blades as you do that. That doesn't mean they're down the back away from the ears. They can still lift up. That the hands are up, the shoulders are up. Do not force the shoulder blades down the back, but you can widen. You can feel like hollowing the armpits, like you're trying to widen out. All of that can happen, okay? All right, keeping that nice stable base. Now, just bring it over to the right. The left arm drops behind the head. Keeping a little fight in the arms, come on up, and then over to the left. A little fight in the right arm still, the left arm's just winning. Awesome, again, coming on over, the right arm wins. The left arm has some fight, but then bend the elbow. And then straighten out the left, left wins all the way. Go as far as you can and then bend the elbow. Nice, and then coming back up. Awesome, over, right, bend, bend, bend. And then bend the right behind you, small the back. Don't worry that the hands aren't connecting, they don't need to. The right arm maybe comes over out through, but we're beginning to draw then that right elbow towards the center of the body, the left elbow towards the center of the head. And then release that out, up, over.
And as we do this, we're trying to get space and movement in the joint. So I don't want to feel a lot of clicking. I don't want to hear a lot of clicking. I'm letting this slide and then taking the left behind as it can, coming over, but the left arm is still pulling down. Okay, one more, out, up, over. Again, the right wins, brings the left, and the left bends. The right bends behind, and now guess what's gonna win? The left. Begin to take the left up, see if it will bring the hand now. From the hand low, so here's where we were, the right was pulling down. Now the right's gonna begin to bend, and the left is winning. And then release, taking your time, undo, right? And then up, coming around, over, left wins, right bends, and then the left comes behind the back. Now, the right begins to win. And if you're right-handed like me, you probably find a big difference, especially on this one, the lower arm. That left is always so much easier to find some space coming between and up versus the right. And that's just because of our lifestyle. And again, as you come out, releasing that right effort, the left gets to win, coming on out and then through, and then loosen back up. Okay, it's nice, feel good, up and over, up and over. And then this will challenge obliques around the world, right? Challenge, try to keep the rib cage knitted in, nice and toned, right? No movement, go the other way. Try not to feel the hips move, ribs don't move, up and around. You're keeping just enough little pull in the strap. And then front to back as we finish here. Front and back. And then release the strap. Okay. Take the left leg out to the left. And we're starting with the toes pointing forward. We're going to sit the hips back. And then you can use either blocks or hands on the ground, and you're going to slide it out. Think of this as like a half wide-legged down dog. Okay. Notice if your hip is trying to go over to the left, try to keep your hips stacked right over that right knee. And then the arms coming out. Press the outer left foot into the mat. That's that baby toe. And see if you can get a little lift on the inner arch. And then slide it back in. Come on up. Now turn that left knee and toe up. We're coming into gate latch. Left arm down, right arm over. All right, so now we've got this left elbow is below the shoulder, so that shoulder is dropping down low. That right arm is reaching up and over. I'm not pulling the shoulder down. And then a little care to pick up the hip bones. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, right hand down. And then outer foot again, press it up. Grab the tail, bend the knee, reach behind. From the baby toe side first, give a little kick. Rotating up to the sky. And then release. See if you can grab big toe side. So the palm is up, big toe side. Like you would grab dancer. Think of this as just dancer spilled sideways. Kick back, open up the chest, feel the back bend. You can look up to the sky. You can look out and away. You can look down at your right hand. And then release. About 2 knees down. And have a seat. How does the right side feel? How does the left side feel? And then closing the eyes, working the breath. Can you blend those sensations? Can you blur them into each other? Okay, come on up. Let's start here. Right leg goes out. Remember, the toes and knees are starting forward. I'm going to do my best to keep this line of left knee and left hip rather than moving over towards the right. And then we're sliding these out, hinging at the hips, moving them forward. High blocks, short blocks, your choice blocks, no blocks. And then I'm going to take this all the way through the outer, work to keep that baby toe side down and this little lift on the inner arch. I'm not rolling my ankle. It's just where I'm making sure that foundation is strong on that outer corner, okay? And yet again, a little push into the blocks if you'd like. I'm gonna feel action up through the triceps. Two more breaths. And then slide it back in, coming up. Okay, rotate from the thigh, up, and foot down. Awesome. Right hand down. Again, I'm gonna do my best to keep that tracking. Left arm up, and then side bend here. Right shoulder drops, right? You can use the right arm to help this rotation. Left arm comes behind. You can reach through those ring fingers on the left, or you can just bend and let the elbow help you out, right? Bend and the elbow dropping, that usually helps to get that ease through, or you can come back to the straight arm, a little more intense. Keep trying to draw that right rib, right chest forward, left shoulder back. And then we're coming up and into that star, okay? Right hand comes down, up through, I'm sorry, left hand down, right arm up, press, outer foot, outer hip, really pushing away. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab the tail if you'd like. Coming around, baby toe side again first, kick and pull the chest a little more open. Nice stretch through the pecs if you want to begin to gaze upward on that. Okay, and then maybe release that effort of the kick and see if the hand can creep around. Now palm up, big toe side, kick there. And then releasing your way out and come on down for your seat. Again, sitting with and integrating. All right, we're gonna come up, wide-legged straddle, one more time, forward folding here. So tucking the toes under, take the feet wide. Right, as wide again as that you can maintain that outer foot down, okay? I wanna feel like my feet are trying to move towards each other, not away. And then, as you wish, take those blocks forward. Again, high or low. Maybe you like the fingers curling off. Maybe you like the palm down. Trying to keep the hips in line with the heels. Strong legs. 2 more breaths. Nice. Prop yourself up onto forearms or hands. What is your depth? Or forearms on blocks if it's stabilizing. And then come up even higher. So whatever that is to you, it's higher, okay? So your tail and your chest, head are in one line because I want to twist, right? And if we're just in our maximum
the stretch for the straddle, you may not have that support to be able to do that. And we want to be able to do that, okay? So first we're gonna go ahead and bring that right hand down and push, open up left. And then release. Okay, left hand down, push, open up right. And then release. Awesome. Walk both hands over to the left. Elbows potentially down. I don't know how low you are to the ground. Again, still feeling pretty balanced in the legs. And then coming up, over, long, to the right. Big side bend sensation. And maybe down here. Nice. And then back up. Grabbing your blanket behind you, walking your hands behind you, having a seat. Flexing the toes, taking the arms up, and pulling the ribs in, and moving a little bit towards the back body. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, go ahead and bend the right knee, pulling full knee bent, and then foot inside. Okay, rotating towards the left and folding here. Okay, do you want to use your strap? And you want to use your hands behind, in front, folding in, grab a foot. And inhale, come on up. Bend the knee, and then a closed knee, move the foot in. Extending the right leg out, rotating, and finding the fold here. And then coming in, both legs crossing mid, shin, and bringing the feet out. Okay, feet out. Sitting up as high as you'd like, this box shape. If fire log is achievable, go for fire log. That would be that stack. Think, oh, hey, surprise, surprise. I can come into fire log if you prefer. Folding, right? Or here, folding. Come on up and switch so the other leg is in front or on top, however you view that. And then again, hinging from the hips. As you move forward, maybe feel how the knees begin to drop out, working through, again, this last little finish for those outer hips. And inhale, lift up. Close the eyes. Soften the shoulders. Soften the face, the jaw, the throat, the teeth, the tongue. And again, just drop in.
Take a nice breath, sweeping the arms up. Exhaling, hands to heart. For our last few minutes, you have a couple of options. If you're happy and would like to remain in seated meditation, you have Shavasana, reclined, or you can do an open heart lifted Shavasana using either your blocks. We played with the blankets in the past, rolling them up, placing them underneath the back of the heart center. But a nice finish. We did a lot of folding, a lot of twisting, a lot of reaching to the shoulders. So if you got one more in you, grab those props and recline with a bit of opening and support from the back of the heart for the chest, right? Stabilizing after all that rotation work, right? Shoulder blades open wide as they come over the blocks. Again, blocks are too much. Use a blanket instead. So choose something to settle in, to let these final couple of minutes be that of wakeful rest. Let go of breath control. Letting the belly soften. The mouth gently open, the tongue soft and heavy. If you've had those blocks underneath you, support your head, lift up, come to neutral on the back. If you're already there, you're good to go. If you're already seated, you're good to go. We'll meet you in a moment. Anyone reclined or seated can stretch out and yawn out. And then bend the knees and roll yourself to the side. From there, we press up. We all meet together. Closing practice. I thank you each for your practice. May you reap its rewards. Tashmana Shri Gurudev Namaha. Namaste. Take care.